I am Miss McGillen. I teach AP Computer Science and Computer Science. The AP course consists of coding in JavaScript. So you learn how to code in Java. So developing applications and gaming, and you learn from the very basics of what is code all the way up to building your own robots and making them, walk across the floor or making sounds or potentially biting people. They also develop their own applications. I've had students that have gone on and taken their applications and actually have sold them on Apple iTunes. So you can build your own apps. You can also do any gaming. So most games are done in JavaScript, and that is basically what you will be learning. So for me, I think my class is super interesting. It's not something that we get to do every day, right? So we do an hour of code every year, but for the most part, that's the last time you really see it. I know that, there is a robotics club after school that you see some coding in, and there's also aviation, which you see some coding in, but nobody really gets to the bare bones of it. So what is coding? Why do we do it? How do we build it from binary, which is just zeros and ones? If you've ever seen The Matrix and he's doing all his funky stuff, you just see 0 and 1s. Well, that's how coding started, and that was binary. So taking it from that to developing your own apps like Call of Duty, right? It's a video game that everybody loves to play, and that's basically just a bunch of 0s and 1s put together. In today's world, honestly, everything is about coding. So even your basic jobs really want you to have some idea of what coding is, or at least what it looks like. When you get error codes on a computer or on a printer or anything like that, that is basically a code that comes up that tells you where an error is that needs to be fixed. And for us, it's super easy, but if you're somebody who's developing an app or building an app, say you're building, for instance, we'll use COVID, right? So they had to develop an application that could basically test and monitor all of the people that got COVID. So somebody actually did a program to develop that. Somebody, did the vaccine, but then somebody had to build the database that goes with it. The other really cool thing about coding is, if you really do like it and you really want to get into it, a lot of the times, it's only a 2-year program, and you can come out of a 2-year program making a fairly decent amount of money. I would absolutely say that they should go to a community college first and go through their 2-year program and see really if it was what they wanted to do. And then they could go out into the workforce and work while finishing up a bachelor's degree. But honestly, in computer science, it's great to have, the bachelor's. It does give you that leg up, but it's not necessary. There are a lot of tests that you have to pass to get your credentials. So if you can pass them coming out of community college, then there's really no need for you to go to a 4-year college and then get a bachelor's degree. For me as a teacher, I've only been teaching coding now at Frankfurt for about 3 years. I, used to teach math, and for me, I really like it. It's just something different. You get to build robots. It's super cool. You get to develop an app that maybe, you find that's really interesting, that you see a need for.